Okay guys, are you considering yourself or thinking about jailbreaking your Switch? Well, before you start doing that, there are things to consider before you start jailbreaking your Switch. Guys, we have some things that we have to talk about before we think about jailbreaking the Nintendo Switch. So these are the things that you have to consider, the pros and cons. So let's start. So hey guys, the Nintendo Switch today can easily be modified or jailbroken. Because when the Nintendo Switch was first released, it can already be jailbroken on its system. So we just have to put a different system for it to be jailbroken. But after a few years, Nintendo realized that the system has a flaw, so they made other types of that can resist the patch or the modified program for it to be functioning for a jailbroken console. But now guys, there are things for us to think about before we start jailbreaking our Nintendo Switch. First of all, the Nintendo Switch right now can be modified or jailbroken in a way that it is not going to be used by any programs or whatsoever. They are going to be putting a mod chip on your motherboard, and especially if you don't want your Switch to be opened up, they will really open it up and put the mod chip inside the body of the Nintendo Switch. So that mod chip will be the cause for the system to be able to play downloaded games from the internet directly to your console. So if you're going to be thinking you don't want your console to be opened up, right? So even I don't want to open my console, but well, we'll talk about that later. So first of all, your console can be opened up. They will open the main body for it to reach the motherboard, and they will put the mod chip inside the motherboard itself. So that's the first cons. Secondly, you will not be able to go to the internet anymore. So internet has no more access there because there will be some security issues on your unit, or your consoles will be identified by the Nintendo eShop, or they will ban you if ever that your consoles are jailbroken. So Nintendo has a system that can identify if your console is already being jailbroken or hacked. So you have to be careful about that. So when you go to the internet, you will no longer use it because it might cause for your unit to be identified by the eShop, by online, and you might get blocked. So that's not really good in our part. Third, you will no longer can use the internet, and also you cannot play any more online games with your friends. Sad to say, it's a part of giving consequences to making our Nintendo Switch jailbroken. So what are the things? You will not go to the eShop anymore to buy games. You will not be able to look at the eShop for games because you will no longer be able to enter the eShop because your internet will be disabled. Yes, your internet will be disabled. Okay, so that's another thing to consider before you jailbreak your Nintendo Switch. Okay, I'm just telling you this because all of us are thinking, yes, it is good We're going to go there uh, momentarily, but we're talking about things you have to consider on that part. So what else? So all of these communications, all of the functions, Netflix, you will not be able to watch Netflix, you will not be able to watch YouTube or whatsoever, what platforms are being using on the internet, and it will be totally closed for you. No, nada. You're 101 closed from using the internet. Okay? So that's it. So what is good about the jailbroken Nintendo Switch? So let's have another idea. Let's go to the other way around. If you're just a gamer, like to play different types of games in the Nintendo Switch, I think you will be able to appreciate that the Nintendo Switch has the ability to be modified or play games in different types of regions, different types of games you can play directly inside your Nintendo Switch. Right? When it's, yeah, modified. First of all, I'm not recommending to jailbreak your Switch. I'm just doing this for your information if you're trying to think about jailbreaking your Switch. So let's move on, okay? So we're going to play different types of games. That's an awesome way for us to play. You have wide varieties of games for you to play. You have a lot of things for you to choose. So what else is good in the Nintendo Switch? So the Nintendo Switch is also a base for modifying your main console for different platforms. Like you can modify the wallpaper, you can modify the sounds. Well, that's about it. And so there are a lot of things that will be taken out on your Nintendo Switch when you jailbreak it. But if you're only considering for playing games and not thinking about going to the internet, using this, using that, and also going online with your friends, and you just want to play, sit down on your couch, playing something, or just chilling. But that is for those who likes to play games only on the Nintendo Switch. But if you want to play online, you want to play with your friends, you want to buy games on the eShop, well, consider it that you have to think what really is important for you. Having the online games, connecting with your friends, using the internet, connecting with different devices, that is also a part of an original system of the Nintendo Switch. But if you are just considering about gaming, then I would consider for you to, yeah, I'm not considering, it's up to you. If you're just considering yourself a gamer, you don't want to be involved in the using internet or online or playing with other people, and you just want to sit down and relax on your own, and you want to play your games that you really want, well, jailbroken or the jailbreak Switch is good for you. And especially the games here are really, really easy to take, or you can easily get it on the internet or whatsoever. But I'm not recommending jailbroken switches. But curiosity. I don't know if I'm going to be happy what I have done with my Switch here. Actually, This switch is already been jailbroken. Yeah, for curiosity's sake, I've already jailbroken this switch of mine. So if you want to see it, let's check it out so that you would know what is good about a jailbroken Switch. Guys, this is my beloved Nintendo Switch, and as you can see, this console is already been modified by my friend. So I went to him and asked him to modify this for me so that I would be able to show you guys on what will you be able to see if your Nintendo Switch is jailbroken. So let's check it out. As you can see, there is the mod program. I think that is going to be the one who's going to operate the Nintendo Switch, but as you can see, it opens up as a normal Nintendo Switch. Okay, still the same as ever. So as you can see, it looks like the same as the Nintendo Switch. Okay, so what can we see about the Nintendo Switch itself? So let's focus it a little bit so that we will be able to see more about it. Okay, so you can see, guys, that most of these games in my Nintendo Switch is all downloaded. So let's check all of it, see how many games I have here inside my Nintendo Switch. So for you to know that these are the things that they are functional, so let's check each one. So the Mortal Kombat here, so start software, Mortal Kombat. Okay, so as you can see, it's functional. So it's not downloaded in the eShop. I just don't know where my friend got the game, so he just put it in so that I could play it. So that's Mortal Kombat. See, it works. It works. So let's check on the other games. Let's check Minecraft. Check it out. Okay. So it also functions. So let's close it out. So within the So as you can see, my internet is already disconnected. So I will not be able to use the internet anymore. So as you can see, there's no signal or any signs of it catching any type of signal from the internet. It's already been closed. So what else? From the album, you have the homebrews. So you can see here where you can install the downloaded games. So you just use tinfoil, and there you go. It has here, it says about the memory of your system. Still has 6 GB left, and also it has 32 gigs on my micro SD. So there you have it. So that's about it, guys. So most of these games is 100% playable, and they are all functioning well. So regarding that, you can play unlimited games on this device. Sad to say, but your connection with the internet will not be connected anymore. So because if you're going to use the internet, you might end up putting your console in danger. It might be blocked, or much more serious consequences when it comes to that. So that's about it, guys. That's the jailbroken Nintendo Switch. At least you know what does it look like. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, guys, that's about it about the pros and cons and considering about the things you have to consider on jailbreaking the Nintendo Switch. So I already shown you what the jailbroken Switch looks like and what are the things that can be seen inside the console itself. So it's up to you. I'm not recommending, I'm not telling you. It's up to you. If you want to modify your Switch, do it at your own risk. Okay? I'm just giving you information on the things that you should know before you jailbreak your Nintendo Switch. So that's about it, guys. This is InfoBlitz 101. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to my channel and tell your friends about this channel. Please do. Okay, I really appreciate what you guys watching my videos, and for those who have subscribed and joined my team, thank you very much, and I do hope you learned something from this vlog. So until next time, guys, make your own perspective. Until the next video, InfoBlitz 101. Until next time, bye bye.